Hi, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for watching and for subscribing. And if you're just visiting, please consider subscribing. So one of my all-time favorite notes is vanilla. I think most of you know that by now. And of course, I have so many vanilla fragrances. It just seems like there's always a new vanilla to try and I just can't resist it. So I'm going to do 2 videos on my favorite vanilla scents, and not just favorite. I decided to divide them into 2 categories. Today's part is going to be about kind of a boozy, woody type of vanillas. And then part 2, which will come out shortly, will be more about sweet gourmand type of vanilla. So there is all types of vanilla for everyone. Now, when I thought about kind of boozy and woody type of vanilla, the first one that came to mind is, of course, Un Bois Vanille from Serge Lutens. I think this is kind of your classic woody vanilla. Of course, this has vanilla. I'm sorry, I'm going to repeat it for pretty much every fragrance. It has coconut, it has beeswax, I think it has licorice as well. And of course, there are woody notes. There is almond, there is tonka, I think there's benzo in here as well. And this is really your woody vanilla. It's very sweet and it is also very woody. Woody notes are very strong in here. Now, there is a bit of a coconut, beeswax kind of a mixing together and adding a bit of something extra to the sweetness. There's also licorice in here, which is a note that I don't enjoy, but thankfully I don't get it in this fragrance at all. Maybe tonka adds a bit of oomph and spiciness to this fragrance. So there are a lot of layers to it. I don't think overall composition is that simple or that straightforward, but really the main players here are woody notes and vanilla, and that's what I get out of this scent. It is deep, it is beautiful, it is strong. It is definitely for colder weather. This is not the type of scent that I would wear in warm weather at all, because I think it will be extremely overpowering. But once it starts cooling down, this is really, really beautiful. I would even say comforting type of scent, but definitely a statement maker, not for everyone. Next one that I want to share with you is from Micallef. This is Note Vanille, a fragrance that's been on my wish list for a while, and I was really happy to add it to my collection. And this one is really a combination of boozy and woody vanilla, in my opinion. So there are some floral notes. There is rum in here. There's cognac, there's amber, sandalwood. There's also mandarin and some other oranges. And this is an epitome of boozy and woody vanilla. It definitely has those boozy notes, rum and cognac mixing beautifully together. And then as far as woody notes, there's only sandalwood, I think, listed, but I feel like there are a few other woody notes in here. Like the woods feel a little bit, I don't know, stronger than just sandalwood, but it is definitely also very creamy. It has this amazing kind of rich vanilla base that I think many of the Micallef fragrances have. Like the ones that I have tried, they all sort of have that similar sweet vanilla base that I really, really enjoy, and mixed together with the boozy notes. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous scent. So happy that I finally have it. Now let's get the sort of probably most obvious choice out of the way. This is Spiritueuse Double Vanille from Guerlain, another fragrance that has been on my wish list for a long time until I was able to find it. This is another gorgeous boozy woody vanilla. In fact, I would say it shares some similar qualities with Micallef Note Vanille. This one has the notes of incense. There is cedar, ylang ylang, there's rose, jasmine, vanilla, and benzoin. So in this one, in fact, there are no specific boozy notes listed, but it definitely has boozy quality together with the sweet vanilla and benzoin. It is very smooth, it is very creamy, but I would say the main difference between this one and Note Vanille is that Spiritueuse Double Vanille is much more understated, much more sophisticated and elegant. It is definitely smoother. It is not so much in your face. Note Vanille is much stronger. And you know, for the same reason, the lasting power on this one is not as good as in Note Vanille. So, you know, to me, as a vanilla lover, obviously it's completely justifiable to have both because I find quite a few differences in the two of them. But for someone who is not as obsessed with vanilla, I would say, you know, it's not necessary to have both because, like I said, they do share similar qualities. It just depends sort of what you're looking for. If you're looking for a stronger, more powerful, more kind of in your face type of scent, maybe even a little bit sweeter, then I would say go with Note Vanille. But if you're looking for a more elegant, sophisticated, and understated type of scent, then I would say go for Spiritueuse Double Vanille from Guerlain. Next one on my list is an amazing find from the house of Mancera. And I'm not sure if I shared it in a haul yet, or it will be coming in a haul depending on how I post these videos. But this is quite new to my collection, and I was so happy that I risked and got it because this was a blind buy, and Manceras are tricky for me. They're very much hit and miss. There are some that I really like, and there are some that I really dislike. But because this was a vanilla scent, I decided I need to try. This is Royal Vanilla. Oh my God, this is amazing. This is so beautiful. I probably have to say at this point that this is my favorite Mancera that I have ever tried. There are a lot of notes in here. There are some fruity notes, there are some citrusy notes, there is caramel, there is violet, there's amber, white musk, patchouli, vanilla, of course. And this scent is kind of a little bit difficult to describe. It definitely has a bit of boozy quality, although again, there are no specific boozy notes included. It is a little bit woody, but not overly woody. It does have some kind of brightness to this vanilla. I'm not sure if it makes sense, but to me, this is a bright vanilla. It has a bit of a bakery vibe. Caramel is definitely here. There's some kind of oomph and some kind of sparkle to this fragrance. I am sure I'm not doing it justice. I'm not describing it well, but I find this scent kind of difficult to describe because I'm not sure exactly what I'm smelling. But I will tell you, this is extremely addictive. I can't stop spraying this one, and it is definitely unisex because my husband loves this fragrance as well and has been spraying it a bit too much as well. So this is a stunner. If you enjoy vanilla and looking for something, I don't know, a little bit different and a little bit interesting, go for this one. Next on my list is a very affordable and pretty amazing fragrance. This is from Mersedez. This is Club Black for men. So fragrance that's marketed towards men, but absolutely not a masculine scent. This is completely unisex. You know that I am not a fan of masculine scents, and this is gorgeous. Such an amazing boozy, woody vanilla. Some of the notes in here are incense, vanilla, of course, benzoin, ambroxan, woody notes. There are some citrusy notes as well. And this to me is kind of a mix between Spiritueuse Double Vanille from Guerlain and Deluxe from Tiziana Terenzi. In the opening, it's more of Guerlain vibe that I'm getting. In the dry down, kind of a Deluxe vibe is coming in a little bit more, but it's absolutely stunning. Again, completely unisex. If you're afraid of masculine scents, don't be. Try this one out. I know I think it's discontinued, but you know, it appears quite often on Fragrance Buy, which is where I got it. And like I said, it is very, very inexpensive. Gorgeous, boozy, woody vanilla. You know, if you're kind of looking in a way for an affordable, I don't want to say dupe, but sometimes something similar to Spiritueuse Double Vanille, definitely try this one. Next, I want to mention a vanilla that's perfect for fall and also perfect for warm weather as well. I think it is quite universal. This is from Frapin, and this is called 1270. This is a really kind of a gem that not many people talk about. It's an understated scent that I think deserves more attention. Now, this is definitely a boozy type of vanilla with a fruity touch. There is a note of pineapple in here that's quite prominent, but in addition to that, we also have some dried plums, there are resins, there is tonka, there is coffee, there is honey, vanilla, there are woody notes. Again, no boozy notes per se, but it does have a boozy vibe and it does have a woody vibe. So it's like this fruity, boozy vanilla with a touch of woods. That's what I get out of it. It is so beautiful. Again, so understated. This would be like a great kind of boozy vanilla to wear to an office because it's not too much in your face. Like booziness is not too strong, vanilla is not too strong, fruity notes are not too strong, but all together works amazingly. So again, this is where's the front? 1270 from Frapin. Now, of course, I couldn't do this video without mentioning Tobacco Vanille from Tom Ford, you know, well-known fragrance that has vanilla, has tobacco leaf, there is dried fruits, there are woody notes. So, of course, this is kind of a smoky, woody vanilla, in my opinion, and dried fruits. Yes, they're probably here, although to me, I more feel like some kind of a cherry vibe or even more of like a cherry pit. It has a bit of sweetness and a bit of tartness. That's what I'm getting here, which is probably coming from tobacco leaf as well. So smoky, woody vanilla. Don't want to spend too much time on this one. Like I said, most of you, I think, know this fragrance or at least have tried it. So that's another great woody vanilla for the fall. Next, I want to talk about a fragrance from Byron Parfums. I don't have a full bottle, I have a sample. This is Black Dragon. When I ordered my Moula Moula Rouge Extreme, I got this sent out with my order as a sample, and oh boy, I fell in love with this one. I really, really love this scent. Definitely have it on my wish list now. We'll have to purchase it at some point, but you know, trying to be reasonable here. To me, this is also a boozy vanilla scent. So some of the notes in here are honey, there's bourbon vanilla, sandalwood, there are some fruity notes, pineapple, mango, there's tobacco, musk, amber, and patchouli. And it really feels like smooth, creamy, slightly earthy, slightly smoky, slightly boozy type of vanilla. So I'm definitely getting bourbon vanilla. I'm also getting a lot of creaminess and kind of a buttery quality to this. So I don't know if it's sandalwood or something else is giving this to me, but it feels very, very smooth, almost like, I don't know, I'm getting like melted butter type of texture. And patchouli is also here. I am getting that, and it is woody, and there is some type of slight booziness to this scent. Not overly sweet, although you do get vanilla, and I am getting a bit of a fruity touch to this, although I cannot distinguish any of the fruits separately. It's just a fruity touch. Really, really beautiful scent. Smooth, creamy, woody, smoky, a little bit boozy. There's just a lot of elements to this, but overall, gorgeous. Definitely want to get a full bottle. Next, I'm going to mention two scents that kind of have similar qualities, at least to my nose. The first one is Lune Feline from Atelier des Ors. Now, this is definitely a very woody vanilla, very smoky vanilla. In fact, it is so smoky that the first few times that I wore it, I felt like, you know, I was getting some burnt rubber vibes, especially in the opening. Thankfully, that's gone, and I can easily enjoy this scent now. But there is a very strong note of cardamom in here, which is, I think, what gives off that kind of burnt rubber vibe. There's also cinnamon in here, of course. Vanilla, there's pear balsam, there's cedar, and a lot of other notes. And this just feels like a very spicy vanilla with a backbone of woods. So it is woody, it is spicy, it is sweet, it is so strong. It is very powerful scent. It is not for everyone, but if you can get over that burnt rubber feel, oh, you know, for some, they don't get it at all. And especially in the dry down, it becomes so comforting, so warm, so enveloping. It is just stunning. This is an amazing, amazing woody, spicy vanilla. And the next one that I want to mention right away is kind of a scent that sort of gives me slightly similar vibes to Atelier des Ors. This is Diadema from Moresque. Now, the notes in here are cherry, orange, bergamot, ylang-ylang, jasmine, rose, caramel, benzoin, patchouli. So, you know, it doesn't sound like there are a lot of similar notes, but when I smell this and when I originally sprayed, it kind of gives me similar, really powerful, woody, smoky vibe. It almost feels like maybe even there is a little bit of oud in here. It is definitely very, very smoky and woody vanilla in the opening. Then as it starts settling down, it becomes sweeter and it becomes kind of a less pungent, let's say. And there's a little bit more of a fruity floral nuances coming through, although they never come to the forefront. They're never too strong. This is mostly caramel with woods with vanilla. That's what I get out of this. You know, it doesn't exactly correspond to the notes, but you know, we all have different noses, and like I said, that's what I get out of this scent. So it is beautiful. It is not a safe blind buy. You definitely need to sample it first because it is much stronger than the notes would suggest. And in fact, it smells different than the notes would suggest. You know, this was another blind buy for me, and I was surprised when I got it and I smelled it. I was sort of taken aback at first because, like I said, it was just totally different than what I was expecting. So definitely sample this one first. And the last one I'm going to mention is maybe a slight outsider here, but I also feel like it fits into this woody vanilla category. This is one of newer releases from the house of Xerjoff, and this is called Decas. Again, I just have a sample of this one, and this scent is very interesting. It has mandarin, it has tobacco, it has tuberose, it has benzoin, opoponax, bourbon vanilla, resin, and musk. And yes, tuberose is quite evident here, but it's kind of a green tuberose to my nose. It is definitely not sweet, not bubblegummy. It's a green tuberose. Opoponax is also here, and it is resinous. It is a little bit smoky. Vanilla is definitely here, but it's not overly sweet. Definitely unisex, maybe even to my nose, slightly masculine leaning. And again, I'm getting slight woody and boozy touch here, kind of vanilla mixed with resins and mixed with green tuberose with kind of a boozy, woody vibes. So, you know, not everyone will agree that this is a vanilla scent. You can call this a tuberose scent because tuberose is quite strong here, but I think it can go both ways. So this is an interesting scent. The reason I got a sample is because, of course, there's tuberose, and I really wasn't sure about this one. And I'm glad I got a sample because this is not a scent for me because, you know, tuberose is challenging for me. But it's a beautiful, interesting scent, nevertheless, and that's why I wanted to share it with you. So that is the last one that I'm gonna share with you today. These are my boozy, woody vanilla scents, my favorite ones, because I'm sure I have more than that. So let me know, what are your favorite boozy and woody vanilla scents, and if you enjoy them in general. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please remember to give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you soon in the next video. Bye.